We're going to take explanation by Umar ibn al-Khattab, radiyallahu anhu, second righteous Khalifa. So, and that's the story taken from Sahih Bukhari, which is considered to be the most authentic compilation of a hadith. He says, if you don't know who is Bukhari, who is Imam Bukhari, what Sahih Bukhari, don't worry. Eventually, inshallah, we'll get them. So the story goes, Umar ibn al-Khattab, radiyallahu anhu, he came to Kaaba, he kissed it and he said, إني أعلم أنك حجر لا تضر ولا تنفع ولولا أني رأيت النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يقبلك ما قبلتك. What does it mean? He kissed the stone and he said, Kaaba, indeed I know, and he's speaking to the stone, even though he knows there are people around, doesn't matter. He's speaking to the stone, but he's actually also by this teaching the others. Indeed I know, you are just a stone. You are just a stone. You cannot harm, you cannot benefit. If I would not have seen Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam kissing you, I would not have kissed you. Now you will ask me, so what this has to do with our topic? Because Umar ibn al-Khattab is saying, I'm not worshipping black stone. How, and what is his way of putting it? I don't worship black stone. His way of saying that I don't believe that you harm, I don't believe you benefit. Because if I would have done it, I would worship you, and my kissing you, showing highest level of, imagine, kissing a black stone, that's showing humility, that's humbling yourself, right? See that I'm not doing it out of believe that you harm, believe that you benefit. I don't worship you. The only reason why I do it is because I'm imitating the example of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and that's the reason of me kissing you. And by speaking to the stone, he obviously gave a great lesson to those around him hearing it and those who narrated to us this hadith, and we can learn from it. So here is the question. Okay, but where does Umar ibn al-Khattab got this? His connecting idea of worship with belief that something or someone has capacity to harm or have capacity to benefit. Well, he got it from Quran. قال أفتعبدون من دون الله ما لا ينفعكم شيئا ولا يضركم. He said, do you worship those except Allah that neither benefit you nor harm you? In another ayah, قال هل يسمعونكم إذ تدعون أو ينفعونكم أو يضرون. And he said, did they hear you when you called them, or benefit you or harm them? And this is the story of the mushrikun who worshipping idols except Allah. And the prophets tell them, why do you worship them? They cannot harm you, they cannot benefit you. Obviously, it means when the mushrikun worshipping those idols, they believe that their worship will bring them benefit, because those idols, the gods they represent them, they can give them healing from disease, they can give him wealth, take them out of poverty, they can help them win in a battle, whatever. So in other words, they can bring benefit and avert harm instead of averting benefit and bringing harm. And the whole idea of inviting people to Allah, as it is in the Quran, is to telling people that only Allah can do that. And those that you worship other than Allah, they can bring no benefit, no harm. So there is no point of worshiping. They cannot even hear you. They cannot benefit you. They cannot harm you. And Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab, obviously understanding how he is explaining that I am only worshiping Allah. I'm not worshiping the black stone because it doesn't benefit no harm, but I'm imitating the example of Rasulullah, and that's why me kissing the black stone is not worshiping the black stone. Let me put it another way. And this is where the connection is clearly outlined in the Quran. Allah says in the Quran, Rabbus samawati wal ardi wa ma baynahuma. Lord of the heavens, Lord, Rob, we're going to dig into it now. Lord of the heavens and earth, wa ma baynahuma, and what between them, and then that means the Lord of everything. And then Allah says, fa'budhu, so worship him. See, because he is Lord, because he is the Rob of the heavens and the earth, and what between them, meaning everything. So worship him. In a nutshell, he is in charge of everything. He can help and leave helpless, can benefit, can harm, remove benefit, remove harm. So because he is Rob, Lord, you do ibadah. Because of this, you show him the utmost humility, which is the linguistic meaning of ibadah. So you see, because Allah is Rob, we do ibadah to Allah. Because Allah is the only one who can benefit and harm, we worship him. This is a very simple idea. Now, clear on this part before I'll go into what Imam Qurtubi says. Clear. Now, let's take this ayah, رب السماوات والأرض وما بينهما فاعبده. And this is the interpretation of Imam Qurtubi. It's a classic tafsir, classic interpretation of Quran, relied upon. And he is explaining it. I'm not going to do exact word by word translation and grammar analysis, but he says, قوله تعالى, his words, رب السماوات والأرض وما بينهما, Lord of the heavens, samawat, and al-ard, earth, وما بينهما, and what between them, meaning, their Rob, their Khaliq, creator, and Khaliq, creator of what's between them, وما, and its Malik, owner, and owner of everything between them. See, in the same way, he is in charge of time. He's in charge of time, heavens and the earth, day, night, summer, winter, everything, you name it. He is also in charge of what is within the time, which is everything, all the things within the time, everything is creation is within time. So because he is all of that, he is in charge. He is the creator. He is the owner, Malik. Just recently we were talking about the difference between what's Malik and Malik. But nevertheless, فَعْبُدْهُ, because of all of this, make ibadah to him alone. Then Imam Qurtubi here speaks about how the actions of creations are also created by Allah. That's a bit different discussion, a bit more advanced, how Allah created us and what we do. We just focus on ibadah here. But basically, if we get back to conclusion, where Imam Qurtubi is saying that it is obligatory to worship him, it is established that he is the complete owner. He is the owner of everything. And now where we are interested, Haqiqatul ibadah, the whole essence of ibadah, الطاعة بغاية الخضوع, obedience with the utmost and highest level of humility, submission, humbleness, submission, and so on. لا يستحقها أحد سوى المالك المعبود. No one deserves it, no one and anyone except Allah Ta'ala, who is the owner and who is the one who deserves to be worshipped. So you see, because he's Rabb, رب السماوات والأرض وما بينهما, because he's Rabb, فَعْبُدْهُ, make ibadah to him. So our ibadah to Allah is a result of belief that he is the one who is in charge, and our ibadah only to Allah is belief that he is the only one who is in charge. And ibadah of the mushrikun to their idols is the belief that those idols have capacity to make a difference, have capacity to bring benefit and harm. And then you'll find that different tribes would have different gods, and you have different even clans and family having their gods and whatever. All of it is the result of the belief that they actually able to make a difference, make an impact. They have capacity to create. They have something to do. They have something. So very easy, because Allah is Lord, Rob, in charge of everything. He is our God, Ilah, and you remember the whole meaning of Ilah goes back to the one who is worshipped. On the same page here? If you believe that Allah is Rob, then logically you understand that he is Ilah.